Ma, I need an adult.
I am an adult. By the way, I only hit you because I had pent-up aggression against your father.
Boys, allow me to introduce you to Jade Sacker. She's a videographer who worked with CNN at some point. I mean, who's that? Snopes makes it very unclear because there's video of her going around now talking about, we did it, and being linked to the disturbance that took place at the Capitol. And they're going overboard trying to make it seem as if she had no relation to CNN. And so Snopes' fact check on this chick is, no, she didn't work with CNN. She didn't work for CNN. She just did some videographing for CNN. You know, it's totally not the same thing. But if you're curious as to what she has to do with this story, I mean, shit, man, she's just hot. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, she's freaking hot. Her name is Jade. And if you were to say the name Jade and then imagine a person, this would be the person that I imagined. Okay. Like, if she got cast as Jade in Mortal Kombat, I'd be like, yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it right on the head. But she's not the main focus of this story. The focus is on its way. I just, she's bad, bro. She's bad. She's a hot little chick right here. But let's go on over to the focus. How do we tie this with what's coming to us from Politico, New Jersey to be more specific? New Jersey state offices will close on Inauguration Day, given the level of tension. This is written by Carly Citron, and that's how we're tying this together, because due to that, the state offices, and I believe all state offices across the nation are going to be closing because, oh my goodness, we're oh so scared, namely because everybody knows. Okay, this is not like there's a ton of people who are off living in a fantasy right now, where, and it reminds me of this episode of South Park, where a Cartman put his meat in Butter's mouth and was like, oh yeah, I took a picture of my meat being in Butter's mouth, and now everybody's gonna call Butters alphabetical. And Kyle and Kenny and Stan were looking at him like, nah, dude, that ain't on him. That's on you. And Cartman's like, nah, that's not alphabetical, Kenny. He's like, yeah, that's really fucking dark. So that's the level of the illusion that a lot of people are dealing with when it comes to the improprieties that took place on November 3rd. And to see the government, the state governments and the federal government take the measures that they're taking, it reeks more of projection and guilt than true, and knowing that, yeah, you did some fuck shit during this situation, more than, oh my goodness, we're so concerned, public safety, XYZ. 1 second. Okay. New Jersey state offices will close their doors on January 20th, Inauguration Day, and state employees will work remotely in anticipation of possible unrest in Trenton, Governor Phil Murphy announced Friday. Massachusetts Murphy, piece of shit. We felt that was the right thing to do, given the level of tension right now in the country. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when you went on a heist, yeah, you gonna be a little extra paranoid. It's like it was not Casino, but Goodfellas, where they did the Lufthansa heist, and now anybody who had a part in the Lufthansa heist gotta go. So Murphy said at the end of his regular coronavirus briefing in Trenton, we just thought to help us facilitate any security response measures, the fewer folks in and around Trenton, the better, State Police Superintendent Pat Callahan said. Yeah, this is unprecedented on levels everything for the past 5 years have been these are things that we've never gone through before. And if you check my video, the rise of the New Americans, a lot of if you're not born, if this isn't in your blood, right? If America isn't in your blood, you'll happily sit there and say, oh yes, sure, sir, sure, television, sure, media, whatever it is you want me to think and believe, I will think and believe. And I guess I was lucky enough to be born in this country in the 80s, where it was all more about where it was more encouraged to question authority and to and to stand up for your rights and your freedoms and the like. But over the past, we'll just go from 2008, over the past 12 years, 12, 13 years or so, the amount of people who get to this country and happily and instead of, going with the freedom for all, Constitution rocks type mentality, go with this authoritarian, oh yes, whatever the person on television tells me is best for me type mindset. And it's depressing in a lot of ways, my guys. It is very, very depressing. Preparing. New Jersey has been bracing for the possibility of protest in Trenton ahead of President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration on Wednesday, and in the wake last Wednesday's deadly disturbing. Like, they keep using these terms like insurrection. Like, I'm sorry, I consider what took place in Kenosha and what took place in Portland far more devastating. And that's simply due to the fact that it happened on private property as opposed to public property. Like I told someone recently, if it's a public building, by all technical means, if they're American citizens, you're not supposed to be able to hold them out of it. You're really not. As someone who loves this country's civility, we understand that there's office hours and, you got to pay for maintenance. You don't want just people running through and all this other stuff but even at the municipal level, by all technical means, your town councils, your Trenton and the like, these places are supposed to be open to the public because they are public buildings. Murphy repeated Friday that there is no known specific or credible threat, but, they're going to say here, this is fear, guys. This is fear. And the thing is that if I could stroke every woman out and give her and ingest in her the DNA of freedom, Lord knows I would. Because, a man leaves the DNA in every chick that he smashes. Ladies, not so much. But guys, yeah, we told every chick you've been inside of, she carries a little piece of you around, mi amigo. But said his administration and law enforcement continues to be on high alert and have briefed hundreds of mayors through the New Jersey State League of Municipalities, who's once again, New Jersey is one of the most moved from states in all of the nation. Like, people get the fuck away from here. It's like, oh yeah, I can sit here and just argue with these people who just wait. Nah, because they're just waiting for you to leave. They want you to go. So when it comes to the that spirit that would usually take its way through through Trenton and burning everything down and stuff like that, you broke that spirit's back like 30 years ago. I mean, you might have some lone wolves out there and a few, in a few groups and a few cells, but as far as the willingness to put oneself on the line, if the willingness to martyr oneself for the cause of the Constitution, you're not going to get martyred. The media will sit there and do to you what they're doing to so many others by just maligning them and and calling them insurrectionists and seditionists and seditious and all this other fun stuff. It's not even really worth it. No one's going to give a fuck. No one's gonna care, and the machine and everything will just keep on rolling. Okay, neither Murphy nor Callahan had offered specifics on what type of security measures are being taken in Trenton. Murphy, however, has said necessary precautions are being taken to ensure that what happened in Washington doesn't occur in New Jersey. Oh my God, that guy is like the last thing that man is Jersey born and bred. The last thing that man is Jersey born and bred. So. Yeah, we're gonna end on this slice of fineness because she is very, very attractive. So, guys, with that being said, seriously, don't let the fear, it's so to have it so prevalent and have it so brought to the forefront and used for the past year, guys. It's going on a year, 15 days to stop the spread, and now and here we are all these years later. Well, this is just gonna have to be a forever thing, and. The ladies, yeah, security over freedom, but fellas, that's just not our way, and you know that. The biology within you is telling you that, whether you realize it or not. But you may disagree. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Also, bang the join button right there next to the subscribe and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I mean, real talk. She bad, and the fear that's been used over the past year, everything that had all these unprecedented and grandiose things that have taken place over the last year have been used as a means to just destroy. And it sucks, but it really feel like it's working. It really feel like not just that it's working, it worked. It did work. And I'm telling you, somebody who got elected with 81 million votes, right? Just the most popular candidate in all time, in all of history. These are very strange optics for such a thing, for such a legitimate thing. I'll leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Until the next one.